Hi, Cancer. How'd you do with not being needy last month? I failed miserably. How about you? Oh, good. Whatever you pushed away, whatever didn't work out, whatever seemed to be crumbling, it's okay. It is painful, of course. But if you thought that this Jupiter-Pluto conjunction wasn't going to do nothing, oh boy. Oh boy. Well, the thing is, Pluto is how Cancer flirts. So, Jupiter, Pluto, your intimate life, this overhaul was coming. The can you be needy with someone and have them run away from you, that needed to happen. You needed to see that. So you could see something about yourself, so you could see something about them. And now, a new cycle begins in terms of intimacy, marriage, deepening of relationships. We move away from all the different little neuroses that we have about being with someone. Leaving it all behind. Will that process be easy? You know, the moon right there is telling you it's not going to be easy. The moon is like, you're leaving, but can you handle the pain of it? Yes, of course you can. You have to. There is no other choice. Everyone is changing in April. Some in terms of money, some in terms of relationship, and some, you, in terms of the most important relationships. And what do you get to see? Gemini gets to see how they're flawed. You get to see how the people around you are flawed. You are ruled by the moon, Cancer. And the moon shows you things in a most uncomfortable light. It shows it to you as it wants. It changes its face as it wants to show you what it deems necessary for you to know. 2 moons. Yeah, Cancer is going through a major overhaul. How do we unclench those claws and let something, anything, fall out? 8 of Cups says not just anything, everything. You know, like those stores on 42nd Street that always have the sign in the window that says, store closing, everything must go. That store hasn't closed in 30 years. But this time it's closing. Oh yeah. Closing up shop, moving along. Goodbye. That's it. No more. Why no more? Because there's just so much goodness. There's so much love. There's so much partnership. There's so much you could be doing. So much you could be feeling. So much you could be risking it all for. Why not? When are you going to do it? Not now. If not now, when? Is it going to hurt? You already know it's going to hurt. What's going to hurt? Cutting people out of your life. Opening those claws and letting people drop out. Why? Because what's coming or what can be rehabilitated, whatever you decide, is much, much better than what you have now. Because what you have now is based on the unevolved version of you who hasn't gone through the Jupiter-Pluto conjunction. Page of Wands, the Empress, and Capricorn. This new you has everything they need. Everything. And exactly the partner they want. How? How do we go from feeling like death warmed up, nobody cares about us, to a season where we can have whatever we want, provided that we let go of that which just absolutely never, ever, ever was good for us. Doesn't matter how much you were attached to it. And if last month didn't show you, see, this is what I didn't say to you last month, because I couldn't. It wasn't helpful to you. But if someone won't let you be needy, do you really need them? For what? For what? For what? Aries gives you the fire to forge this steel. And trust me, this is a sword you want. The more you cut out, the more you're going to get. Quite a bargain, huh? It's a fantastic reading because it's very much like a slap in the face. And that's how April comes in. Hey, you. Enough with this. You know who you are? Do you know who you are? Good, because only when you know who you are that you can know what you want. Good. If you are afraid about your health, there's new information, there's new ideas. Don't freak out before you know everything. Don't freak out at all. Because by the end of the month, you'll be going, oh, I freaked out about nothing. Oh my God. Relax. Oof. Like I said, if you thought you were going to get through Jupiter and Pluto doing their little dance without your love life getting completely overhauled, revamped for the better to make you the most happy you've ever been, I don't know what you've been thinking. I've been waiting for this. Let go, Cancer, let go. Open those claws and let things drop. Because I promise you, the only thing dropping out of your claws is that which is too heavy to carry or be attached to any longer. Just not worth it. We don't want to be this guy. Who wants to be this guy? Who's this guy? This is not the guy. You want to be this. I mean, maybe you want to be this. Sure, I'll take it. But how about instead of doing that, we just do a whole lot of this? Also acceptable. The point is that you get a chance to make things right by doing very little. By being and allowing people to be who they are, seeing them for who they are, and using that sword to just get rid of stuff until the only stuff that's left is positive, healthy, or it's empty so something positive and healthy can come in. We'll take both. We'll take either. So if you're thinking, oh, well, I'm not with anyone and my life already fell apart and none of this applies to me, good, 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 because now it's empty. Now something can come in. Perfect. Okay, maybe you are here. Maybe somebody did this to you. That's fine. Who cares? It happens. Don't worry. Don't worry. It happens. Like I said, if they won't let you be needy, do you need them? Because it's not about the moral principle, like no one should be needy. The fact is everyone is needy sometimes. If you're not going to allow me to be needy, what's up with you? I don't really need you. I need someone I can be completely myself with, yeah? Well, April goes, you can. You have someone you can be completely yourself with. Here they are. They have also been revamped, or they are a new somebody. Doesn't matter. With Venus in your 12th house, the game is afoot. Oh, it's looking deep into you and going, oh, that's what you wanted. I love that for you. Let's do that, darling. That's what it's doing. And you're going, okay. Fine. Open those claws. Open those claws. And let's look at these cards. Love you. Hi, Cancer. Welcome to the second part of your reading. All right. Might have scared you the way I was saying it, but Now that you're looking at the cards, doesn't it seem pretty obvious? I know, opening the claws is a terrifying feeling. And I know it's counterintuitive. I know it's not how you are. And I'm not sure there are many Cancers who've ever understood the if you let them go, set them free thing. But April's gonna teach you. So what do we want to do if we know that there's a lesson coming and we've already started to feel the tremors of it? It's best to just embrace it, Cancer. The Two of Wands is your friend no matter how much it goes against your nature. And that's exactly what this Jupiter-Pluto conjunction will teach you, is that you are stronger than you think and that you are capable of actions and attitudes that you really did not think you had in you. But you do. The Eight of Cups is also another action that you did not think you had in you. Whether you are the one leaving or you are the one who has been left, it doesn't matter. The slate needed to be wiped clean regardless of if you write the same thing on it again or not. That's your choice. But it will be wiped clean in April and you will get a chance to see what the board looks like completely empty. And then on that, the moon will project what you need most. And if you stay in faith and you stay receptive and you don't despair and you don't freak out, something really beautiful comes in. Something that, of course, requires a risk. It requires you to perhaps be the most open, the most quickly you have been after a loss. And it requires a new way of thinking. And that's always uncomfortable for anyone. But especially for a sign that doesn't seem to rely very much on thinking, instead relies on feeling. A new way of thinking. What am I supposed to do with that? Evolve. The messages that come in now are not for the person you used to be. They're for the person you become. Mom, Dad. See, all this stuff will happen in Capricorn and you will benefit so greatly from it, no matter how you feel about it right now, no matter how terrifying the idea of changing what seems to be the cornerstone of our personality. What am I if I open the claws? Well, you get to find out, and regardless of how you feel about it, it is good for you. So we take that bitter pill and we move along. And we move right into a space that is so positive and so nourishing and so giving that we begin to wonder why we ever had the claws clenched in the first place. Once the lesson is learned, Cancer, it seems so easy. Once it's all said and done. So natural, so easy. But while we're in the midst of it, quite terrifying. But don't worry. Like the tide that you rule, or rules you, more accurately, things do come and go, as do attitudes and understandings and characteristics. So, now a part of you goes, and a new someone is allowed to come in. The only way we falter now, Cancer, is if we are afraid and we don't believe in ourselves. All you have to remember about April is that you can handle it and you will be okay. As long as you know that, everything else finds a way to follow that train of thought. As long as you stay here, here, here. As long as you know, regardless of how it feels, as long as you know that you are worthy of this and this alone, that you are here and that's it. Everything else will conspire to meet you where you place yourself. The North Node will move, as will Venus. Everything ends up in your 12th house, and it's not an easy transition, but so necessary and so valuable, and leaves you so much more fulfilled and enriched that it's worth the trouble. So don't let it trouble you. Accept it. Breathe deeply. Meditate. Pray. Find your center. And know that there is gravity being added to that center day by day through April. And like I said, I'll say it one more time, no matter how you feel, know that it's going to be just fine. Just be careful. There's no reason to stay here. There never was. And plus, wouldn't you rather be holding that than this? See, its claws are open. Us too. I love you. Let's get into the extended right now. Oh, by the way, you can book a personal recorded reading that's sent to you at the link below. There's also an instant extended and a Vimeo extended. They're both the same, except the instant extended, as soon as you buy it, it goes straight to your inbox. And the Vimeo, you have to go through Vimeo and buy it there. But if you sign in, you can watch it over and over again, as you can with the instant extended. All right. Love you. Hi, Cancer. Welcome to your extended. So, Queen of Cups, King of Cups. Right. There it is. And how wonderful it is. No matter where you think you are right now in this process, it's only preparation. It's like scraping the walls down so you can prime them and paint them again. Of course, there's probably a slight amount of sorrow one feels doing that, but not really, because you know you're in the middle of a renovation. What's the point of grieving a renovation? It doesn't make much sense. Especially when you have all the tools you need. That's the important thing to remember about April, is that no matter how inadequate you may feel, no matter how abandoned at times you may feel, look down at the table in front of you. You have everything you need. And April wants to show you that you have everything you need, regardless of how you feel about it. The way you feel, and I was hinting at this before, the way you feel, Cancer, it's confused. It doesn't have much to do with what's really going on, because your own hang-ups get in the way, because it's such a sensitive subject. So you can't really rely on it. You have to go off of what the universe shows you now. And what it shows you is several ways in which you can be very content and very fulfilled. Perhaps, sure, it's not the old way, but it's so much more satisfying. It's difficult, right? Because if you've only known love or contentment in one form, if you've only been taught that stuff in one language, it becomes very difficult. to learn a new one. But it will help when you start to realize